Hello, my fellow Fall of the Samurai players. Zaript here. And right after the previous rage battle, I have another one for you. And it is a rage battle on our rich pass. Yeah, but this time I will not be the one to rage, you know? Look at this. 3-6 Razka. And last time I checked, he was on a top 100. Yes, something like 97th place or something. And in a lobby before game, he told me only one thing. Don't drop, please. So, as you can guess, I decided not to drop him. Why would I? If he asked me not to, right? So let's take a look at what composition we brought on our rich pass. I have 2 Spear Levy, 1 Yarikachi, I have 3... Well, I have 5 Black Tortoise... I have 4 Black Tortoise Force, Vermilion Bird Force, and United States Marines. So I have 2 Morale Aura units and 4 very cheap line units with kind of low morale, but they make them more cost effective in terms of shooting stats. Now, my cavalry contingent consists of 4 Yariki, 1 of them vanilla, and 3 of them level 7. I also have Imperial Guard cavalry and my Bushido gen with some point in command and gun. That's all for me. So, 6 line units, 1 150 range unit, 3 spears. My Yarikachi actually upgraded, they have 3 chevrons. And cavalry contingent of medium strength. I can't pronounce this word. Now my opponent have quite... well, he has 4 Yariki with a lot of upgrades. 2 of them have 9 upgrades, 1 have 8 upgrades, and 1 have 7 upgrades. And he upgraded the charge on this one. So, and he has, let's call it line spam, I think. Well, in fact, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 line units. Only 7 of them. United States Marines, Royal Marines. This one, Black Bear Infantry with 150 range. White Bears. Another White Bears. Another White Bears. And 4 White Bears with 125 range. So, and he got very lucky with dodges. He has archery dodger and I have farmhouse. So, my cavalry is a bit stronger just because of this Imperial Guard cavalry. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me check his general. Something between gun and Bushido, I think. Yeah. So, I used my cavalry advantage and supporting Yarikachi to get this heal. So now I'm actually have a good chances to push him away from this archery dodger, because here on this ridge I'm protected from 150 range units, so I can close up here quite safely. And he does the mistake a lot of players do. While my forces shifting here, you see, he have 2 Marines and he kinda needs them to protect this flank, but he uses too much force to protect from this. I mean, if he pulled away 1 White Bears from here, I wouldn't be able to crush him. So he putting too much force to make me stay. So I'm okay with that. 2 of most expensive units in his army aren't participating in fight, and all I want here is to crush him with my cavalry. So I'm just getting ready. I'm running all around and getting my line closer. So you see, now I have a nice uphill position. I have my melee, And he does a very interesting mistake. He pulls his cavalry too far away, and I can easily protect myself here using this Yarukachi. So I send my cavalry to get rid of these whitebeards, because I know I will destroy them very fast. Now they stopped, they are not shooting right now, and I got 3 shots from my black tortoise force and vermilion dot force. And you see, he's managing his cavalry, he's trying to find a way, but this Yarukachi keep him away quite safely. And even if he tries to go further, you see, he wastes time. And while he's wasting this time, all of my units, all of my cavalry already engaged with his line and destroying it. And you see, I didn't... you see, it's another mistake a lot of people do. You don't follow your opponent cavalry with your spears. And I didn't. I just got back just to protect my forces from the back. And now that I got rid of 2 line units and 1 cavalry unit, 3 of my cavalry units still alive, all of my lines still alive, and he now engaged with my spears. So I clearly won this engagement, this exchange, just because he decided to split his forces and he didn't thought about how would he protect this line unit. They were already shooting, so I just charged right between 2 volleys. So while trying to get behind me, he oversmarted himself. And just imagine, nothing happening here, I just flank more. Just imagine that if I didn't charge my cavalry here, and I would charge 4 of my cavalry units downhill to catch his cavalry, I would still win it. I mean, this was a grave mistake by him. Even staying here was a mistake, because I already have uphill advantage. I have melee units. And all he has is cavalry of the same strength and 3 line units. So overall, I had a clearly visible superiority. And he ignored that. He wanted to stop me near the archery dojo. He wanted to stop me so much that he allowed me to start engagement. He should have retreated here, or maybe have more line to have a wave formation. And here you see this line unit, it wasn't able to shoot at all. So now this looking very grim for my opponent, because this contingent will hit him from the back if he tries to turn other way. So now I have encirclement, and I have nowhere to rush. All I want to slowly finish my encirclement, to move all of my units closer, and let's speed it up a little. Little engagement here, and at the same time I'm moving here, so it's a bit difficult for him to control the camera. And these United States Marines of mine make sure, you see here, well, this is a very simple trick. I send my spear levy to get first volley, to eat first volley, and work as a mid shield for my Black Tortoise Force and for my United States Marines. Here, even though he routed one of my units, it isn't that important. I got into melee fight with my Yarukachi. And you see, it's over now. So, I don't even know what to say, because now that I'm engaged in melee here, it really is over. Yeah. And for the whole time, well, he actually managed to get some use of his United States Marines in the end, but most of the skills are spear levies, and this Black Tortoise Force, which I use as a mid shield now, so that my United States Marines can stay safe and get kills at this. And at this point, he raged. He called me... How did he call me? He called me forest camper. Man, that's for sure. I camped for so long. Man, and this is your top 100 player, you know? They never fail to amuse me. Oh man. I wonder why we never see him in our one-day tournament. I wonder. So, what can I tell about this game? Not much. I mean, his composition wasn't that bad. It's just he used it a bit incorrectly, I think. This ridge just didn't allow his line to help each other. So when he put two of his line units here and third one here, they were separated just by this ridge, and he didn't really count how much forces I shifted to my left flank. So, I mean, I could have engaged any way I wanted and I would have won this flank fight, just because I have numbers. I have numbers here and quality. I had everything. And he made my work even easier. He sent his cavalry away from his line and allowed me to use one unit of my Yarukachi to keep 3 units of his Yaruki out of the fight for how long? I know, 20, maybe even 30 seconds. It was quite a lot of time for me to destroy his line. So, and it wasn't like a certain plan in my head, you know. I just knew that I want this hill and I want to somehow put a pressure on this archery dojo. I knew that I cannot engage in the middle because in head-on line battle I would lose. So what I did, I put a small force on my right flank. He could have easily destroyed that force using his cavalry. One spear levy and one black tortoise on my right flank. They were very vulnerable. But if he would send 4 units of his cavalry there, first of all, he would pay something for this spear levy. So it still would be a good exchange for me. But more importantly, the moment his cavalry go away from his right flank, I would destroy it immediately. Time that he will need to get my black tortoise force and spear levy is the time I need to destroy all of his forces completely. And that is why that flanking maneuver on my right flank was quite safe. And well, I actually told everything I wanted. But you shouldn't always do that, because if your opponent have 4 or 5 strong cavalry units and support of one line unit, such a small flanking force would be destroyed immediately. Another reason this small flanking force was safe is because it was on the hill. So I was out of line of sight of his marines, and he didn't have an easy way to start shooting at me while cavalry engaged. So it's all about thinking what your opponent can and cannot do. So I got maximum from that situation where I put a pressure on his right flank, and that allowed me to freely get near on his right flank. But in other situation, it wouldn't be that safe. Okay, so I deployed more than him just because I have only one out-of range unit, and I actually lost. Well, we lost exactly the same. And who was most effective on my side? Yarikachi, Vermilion, Dotforce. And you see, my United States Marines, they were used just as a distraction for my opponent's Marines, so they didn't kill that much. This fight was decided by my melee contingent. Imperial Guard Cavalry didn't work that much. And his United States Marines, he still got a good amount of kills on them. But this 200 kills is 1 unit of Spear Levy and 1 unit of Black Tortoise Force. Vanilla Whitebeards did surprisingly well. It's probably Whitebeards on his left flank. 150 range Blackbeards did good, Royal Marines did good, but it wasn't enough. His cavalry was very expensive and it still didn't get enough. That's top 100 for you. Rage more, rage more. And I hope this was interesting and I hope to see you again on my channel. Have a good day.